Okay. So I guess it's kind of obvious on the first few waves, like you need to hold your Q for when Kai'Sa has Q. If her Q is down, you can like auto attack Spacer. I think you guys played this trade good. It was nice that you wait for your Q to come up before Ali steps. It's good. Nice Q. I had a question for you about the positioning here. So like, what's Kai'Sa's job right now?
Well, Kai'Sa has to save HP, but she's gonna try to get XP.
Yeah.
If there's minions dying.
So it's
she's
it's this
doing a
minion,
good job.
right? It's this minion, and something that I noticed, like when I've been watching Korean ezreals, is they will like stand here even against hook champs, and they use this fat wall on this side and on this side. And if you have the level advantage here, like you can let him step a little bit more. So even if you're at the same distance from him here, but you just take it to the left a little bit, you can what's it called? You know when you flash over a wall, but you have more than 60%, so you end up on the other side.
Yep.
You can
Just
use the
cut it
same,
a bit.
yeah, use the same concept here. Also, if like they still need one more minion for Nautilus to get level up. So I think like even here, I mean I don't know. I assume you're not scared of the jungler, but I think you can be liberal here and just E. And maybe Nautilus didn't show his Q point, and that's valid if so.
Nah, he showed for sure.
Mhm.
We all in them a second ago. So
Yeah.
I know what he has.
Yeah. So I think you maybe missed an opportunity to E. Is it a lot of mana? Yeah. Is it worth it? I'm not sure, but it was just a question.
If I can hit Kai'Sa, it's worth it for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
But in my head, it's kind of as you say, like sometimes if you just full send it level 2 with your EQ, then maybe you're running you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm not doing that.
For sure. Because it costs like, what, it's like 150 or like a little bit less to stack your passive back to full. So, Eing in the early game, I agree with you completely. If you can't then like access the wave or you're under pressure to use mana on the next incoming wave, I think you can run into problems.
But I think like standing next to the wall seems like can be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's less good on this side, but on blue side it's monster OP. I mean, it's good on both
level
sides.
2 to level 1, like even if they hook me, like just barrier.
Yeah, yes, for sure. And then I had a question here. This is like, I could be completely wrong, but I'm just curious. Do you actually need to kill the ranged here? Because in my head, it's like, neither bot lane is going to level up, and I'm just thinking about your mana. So like, pushing this wave, it's ideal for you, right? Before you go. But something here, when you drop your passive, feels like really bad. And I'm just wondering if there's, like, can you blind E here? Can you try to Q Kai'Sa? Can you try to Q the wave? Is there any way we can maintain our stacks here? I think queuing the wave could be okay, but I see the E flash angle on Vi. If you think Poppy still has E or something, you know?
Yeah, I can see that actually.
But I'm just being pretty obsessive about the stacks, and it's not because you lose damage, it's because it's so much fucking mana.
I think queuing wave would be most reasonable.
Okay, that's fine.
Because, I mean, I don't know if this guy has E to be honest, but I imagine not since Vi is not getting E.
Yeah. Also, like,
can you not hear my mic in those WOTs?
I can hear it, I think, but you're very quiet. Right. Turn it up. I'll be super critical as well. Like, this Q is like, if it hits,
low chance.
yes, if it hits, like nothing about the situation changes. If it misses, you guys lose out on a lot of damage. So here it's like, I felt really anxious when I saw Nautilus re-enter this bush and you had no Q up. I was like, fuck. You have no passive stacks and no Q like on the entry. I think this, if everyone's in a slightly different condition, could have been really bad. You not having Q here. But yeah, your mechanics were good here.
It's 6 seconds, so it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds plus if you hit it, then you get the cooldown reduction, right? And then you have access to one stack plus 1 lethal tempo stack. It's like a small thing, but like, actually it's not small. It's not small. Okay, nice, you killed this guy. Then I had a question here. Is it good to push?
If you don't push, it's gonna be 50-50, right?
Yeah. And like the thing that I was looking at is, okay, we use a little bit of Alice this time, whatever, I don't care that he accidentally executes. Now we know Kai'Sa has to open bots, but something like if your jungler didn't get this gank off mid, I thought maybe enemy mid 3v like would have pressure to bot side, and then on this incoming wave that's pushing to you, I was worried you wouldn't be able to pressure him. What do you think? Because I also don't see it changing your buy. Like, you have this 210 gold spare. So like, I'm not sure, you know? I feel like it sucks to waste Alice's time. It sucks that you don't get solo XP. I mean, it's good for Ali to get XP, of course, but... And then, it's this mid gank, I think, really saved the sequence. Well, not saved it, but like... Do you get my point?
Yeah, I mean...
And then...
Yon, for sure he can mid push
yeah.
to hover, yeah.
I think, but like, chances are both mids aren't gonna move. I was just wondering, is it a problem that your support's second mid? I'm not sure.
I mean, the thing is, if that wave, like, if you lose the coin flip, then it's really fucking bad, you know?
Yeah, and I guess in my head, it's like, based on what happened, either, so in the case that, like, you crash, if you have enough tempo, then obviously you can open mid, right? You can secure the mid push by pathing here from base. Do you know what I mean? But because you were so late to push, and Kai'Sa opens bot, you open straight bot. I think, maybe I'm wrong about this, but... actually, you have a timer if you needed to open mid here. So I guess that's the solution, right? If you want to stay for that extra wave, maybe you need to lean mid. But...
it's really small timer though.
Yeah, it's tiny. And this is a timer where once you have stacks, you feel like you want to pressure Kai'Sa once you're even level, right?
Yeah, on this wave we should really look with Poppy.
Yeah. Okay. So here, I wanted to point out something that I thought was pretty big. So Nautilus is showing, Nautilus showing, Nautilus showing. At 438, now he hits the vision cone. So you have, what, let's say 8 seconds between him going here to here and then looking for you.
That seems about right.
Something like that, approximately.
Like
so
bush to the other bush,
yeah.
about 8 seconds, yeah.
So you have a few objectives. The first one is take every CS before he gets here while your E is up. Alternatively, try to kill the minions and use your E to trade. You just don't want to be in a situation where you have to like walk up to farm, you have no E and Nautilus is first bot, right? That's just obvious, I'm sure you know it. So here, as soon as you leveled up, I was thinking, if you have a timer to WE, it's now. And right now, in my head, it's like, you have no minions to last hit, and Kai'Sa has to last hit these two. So on this input here, I think it's possible for you to WE her. That's the only thing I was thinking, because you end up looking for the WE after. And then here, it's like, I don't care about the mechanics, like, it's whatever. But then my other question is, what's the rush to E right now? Like, you know, in the next, like, 1 second, well, we know that we have a timer on Nautilus, which is like, it's getting pretty fucking dangerous now. But the second one is, Kai'Sa has to walk up for this. You know what I mean? And so in that trade where she walks up for this, maybe she auto-Qs you, but you're going to get WE and auto-attack off. Anyway, it's just something worth considering.
Yeah. Can you go back like 2
yeah.
times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double save 6 seconds.
I think by like hitting the wave, like the wave is coming to me, by hitting it too much, I kinda ruin it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should play for
So
freeze,
I agree with you. And like I don't know if you call it the same thing, but like I call it layering. So in the matchups, layering. So like you can build your passive stacks, pressure Kai'Sa, as long as you look to hit the back minions. Because as long as you don't kill the range, the wave shape's not going to change, right?
Yeah.
So like if you want to hit the wave, like to build your passive, I'm okay with it. But like the random auto attacks on the melee is kind of trash. You know? I mean,
agree, yeah.
but you can also like match with him. If he starts cutting your melees and you want it to be just on your side, of course you can match to a certain degree. But
Yeah,
I think
I should just make sure that I don't get zoned from farm and not lose the rives.
Yeah, 100%. And then, I mean, maybe you can even pressure Kai'Sa, like, playing on the angles, but if he's good, like, he's just gonna go to the opposite side, right? But yeah, if you wanna build your stacks, I would recommend trying to queue the back ones instead of the front to not change your wave position. But, like, again, what we talked about before, we could have solved this timer by just basing faster. I don't know if it's good or bad, but you just have to play based on the decision you end up making. I guess another small thing here, like Kai'Sa knows, like Kai'Sa has information that he supports first bot. So there's a world here where maybe he tries to block the cannon. He's not in a position. It's probably better to auto attack this. So like W him to pressure him backwards, auto attack, and then if he steps past the wave, Q, and maybe hold your E. That's just what I was thinking. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm probably late to auto attack.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know, missing E is so fucking bad,
Yeah. I mean, it's bad for like
he has to walk up for that cannon.
Yes,
so
yes.
No rush.
But I think that if like in the game, I understand why you feel pressured to do it quickly because you know the Nautilus is bot first. So I actually understand you in this case, but like if this was a solo queue game or like you had no sub timer, I'd say it's super grief. But I'll give you benefit of the doubt on this.
Yeah, I think just to track better.
Thank you.
It's fine. So here, are you respecting Nautilus Hex Flash from here?
It looks like it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, looks like. Okay. Like it's kind of fine.
What is it? 4 days ago.
Ah, okay. You've been locked in the last couple of days scrimming. Okay, it's fine.
I just like hard to like remember what's going on from
Yeah,
That's
fine.
Like, at this point, it's like a ghost game. I don't even remember I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not alone now. You can auto or not? No need.
Pushing, going Drake.
Yeah, I'm wondering. So like, I have a question, and this is kind of more for like the team play aspect. If you have information on Vi not being bot, you want to dive, right?
Yeah, we have good. I mean, we can dive them, yeah.
I'm just kind of wondering if there's. You go.
I mean, usually in our team, it's like you either dive or you take the Drake. Like you're not doing both.
Of course.
How we roll with it,
I agree with that. So my question is, like, was there a way for us to get information on the way Vi was pathing? Because in my opinion, if Kai'Sa dies on this wave, game is over. Now, maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. I'm just wondering, like, specifically from mid, was there a way to get information on which way he was pathing? I'm not sure. Anyway, Dragon is, like, never a bad choice, you know?
I think we got. I'm just pink crossing.
But yeah,
it's like. I mean, it's not bad, but it's pretty whatever.
Yeah, it's not that juicy. So like,
like if you're playing good and you're winning some lanes, like it just dies. You don't have to like.
Yeah, that's true.
Like diving is for sure better.
Yeah, and then in this case, I can't tell if like Vi is like smart as fuck, and he doesn't show until that like you guys show that you're not planning to dive bot. Like if he stays off vision like until the bot stack is defended, like from fog, that's pretty fucking well played by him. It's closer or who's the jungler?
can go
It's
grab too.
Isma.
Lion heads
Okay, Isma's the goat or what?
This
I don't
guy,
have ult.
this guy is fucking good.
He's good?
Yes, go to
Yeah,
base.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's really good for me, like I'm kinda back into my game now.
Okay, let's have a
You
look.
can go grab. Final flash.
Should be solid base timer. Wave is not bad.
Yeah, I like the Sheen for sure. Is there a dive angle? No.
Tempo
Actually, I remember this. You just
Yeah.
stay
bomb
for
if you want
fun.
to play.
Yeah, this is super
Then
cringe.
they,
This is
come
super
and they
cringe.
fuck us up.
The only
I
time.
mean, it has to be a base after Drake, like,
Yeah,
for sure. There's
for
no
sure.
way guys I can even push that wave, you know.
For sure. I think the only time in which you can stay is if you have like two choices for your advantage. Is either like for some reason your top laner is in a position where they can TP bots, or your mid laner has like monster prio, or like enemy jungle hasn't base, you know. But
Yeah, or like I'm full
Yeah.
mana and Poppy is 6, just sitting in my lane, like we can do something. But this case,
for sure,
also Vi died, you know, so she's probably just clicking bot when she
she's
responds.
100% clicking bots.
But it's really good
So
for me,
what's
I'm
like
kinda
what's the
back
thought
into my
process
game.
behind pushing?
Like,
I mean, like you
Bro,
said,
like,
it's
I
it's a
have
couple
no
days
idea,
ago,
like-
so maybe just
I don't have ult, I don't have ult.
because this
When I
time
see it now,
mm,
when I see it now, it's so fucking bad to go.
it's
push, you know?
super trash.
I'm kinda back. A top tempo bomb if you want to play for grubs.
Alistair's DPSing turrets.
Yeah, you can.
The DPSing turret now realizing 200 mana. Fuck.
Yeah, we can fight. Okay, we're gonna fix it with some 2v2 mechanics. Nice, you kept your stacks
Yeah,
up.
I am,
Your lethal temper. Okay.
Just eating in when Vi is bot side.
Yeah, a bit risky. I mean, mechanically though, you played this sequence good, you know? I think everything, all your inputs here were fine, even though it's risky as fuck.
Can I just base?
Okay. Time to sit up tight. Then here, by the way, like, I watched this over a couple times. It's so sad, by the way.
Cookie?
Like,
Oh man, maybe if I take a cookie.
yeah, that was part of my notes, but for me, like, okay, I appreciate you hit Vi with the Q, but as soon as you're in situations like this, you need to DPS Nautilus. Now, there's a world where Vi is the one that ends up tanking, okay? But this guy is actually in kill threat if he takes 3 turret shots, right? Maybe even 2 if you hit your ult, or he has no aftershock or something, but I think he needs 3. And point is, I like that Ali stays off the turret, and like I'm pretty sure Naut has no flash, no? From the bot sequence? Maybe it's up now, I'm not sure. But when I saw like your Ali combo Kai'Sa here, like I was about to scream. And then on top of that, like the only thing I would say to you that you can max out a bit more is like use your cookie, but you're trying to hit Nautilus, you know? Like the only thing I'd be critical of is the first Q on Vi, because you don't understand, or you do understand, but you're not seeing how like the enemy team wants to play it out. If Vi tanks, okay, maybe you guys can trade kill because of Ali, but chances are Naut's gonna tank. That's all. And then also, actually,
Play for grubs.
where was it? Where was it? Where was it? There was something I wanted to show you about the passive. Again, like not maintaining your passive here when you're pushing. I don't know if it makes a difference. Probably not.
Tempo boom top.
But then, yeah, of course, when you're this low on mana, it's tricky. And if you had like mana here, maybe you could like spam spells on the wave, or you have enough mana that you feel safe enough to sort of face tank the Nautilus and trim, right?
If I'm a good mana now, I think we can maybe
Yeah,
scrap.
for sure.
There, I get 6,
'Cause
can
you-
even ult the wave.
Yeah, you would have got exactly. Yeah, you see it out perfectly. But yeah, it felt really cringe with your mana condition. Then obviously you need to, yeah, like we went through it. And your Alistair monster grief too. But it's fine. Okay, so but mid activity is good. We have a slow push now. Let's see what we can do with it.
I'm for. Okay.
By the way, I'm not sure here because maybe I can't hear you that much. But do you call like enemy ADC can open mid right now?
I'm not sure.
Because
I
I'm
think
as
I
soon
think I
as
call
yeah,
it,
it's
like,
slow pushing out.
usually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure like.
No, it's
how it
fine.
went this time.
Just like for like for people that are like watching this or whatever, like on the timer where Ezreal has to go bot to slow push his wave out, like Kai'Sa doesn't have to catch until the next wave is pushed, so Kai'Sa can open here and look for a fight on mid, like the one we were talking about before. Okay, so we ping that. It feels really nice that your mid 3v3 can push even when Kai'Sa has threat of being bot. Vice top. You're waiting for info on Nordless, right? Here?
I can move also.
Can you back like 2 times?
Take note here. Maybe do team mid side. So check note here.
Yeah, I'm playing safe. Waiting, not.
Yeah, you say, yeah, I'm playing safe. This is good, really good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can move also.
Okay, nice, you see him, now you get to
Sure.
play again. Perfect.
Yeah, you can. It's fine. I go.
Okay, I think like I've seen this a couple times from you now, and I think this is a good example. So when you're queuing the front wave, you're building your passive stacks, which is good, but you can do the same thing on the back minions. And why it's good is that once you kill one of these back three, Kai'Sa's position where she's safe is a lot less what's the word? She has less like obvious space to stand. Does that make sense? Because if you put 2 Qs on one of these minions, she like will like lose 33% of her like dodging area, right? In this game, is it
makes
gonna
sense.
matter? Is it gonna matter this game? Maybe not, but just the concept. I think I see you Q the front minions way too often. Because in this case, like if you'd killed maybe 1 or even 2 of the back minions, you might have an angle to flip a Q. And then are you gonna lose your stacks? Maybe it's the same argument, but yeah. I think you just pressure way harder by killing the back
I just
minions.
die for the wave on top.
Okay.
Just die for the wave on top.
It's losing now when she has level more.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't really bother.
I go. You want to join? Maybe do come in top.
I just die for the wave on top.
Yeah, it's valid. What you say
okay.
completely. Lane swap.
Guys, thank you as fuck.
Oof, nice Q. Nice Q. This Q was insane. Really
I was
nice.
really surprised how tanky this guy is.
Yeah, grasp Jace is disgusting, by the way. Okay.
What are you missing? You play around, I think.
Let's try assess the map real quick. So we see Nordless basing at 10 or like 9:58. We see mid TP.
Nice cut.
One more than I have Nashor, and I have base on TP.
Can I just okay.
Yeah.
What are you missing? You play around, I think.
Jace has TP, okay, from base.
Revive now,
So like
TP, okay.
this is again a question, and I'm not sure if it's good. If you feel like you have the tempo to walk here, I think you should either ward or fake ward the bush to the right. Up to you. If you think you can try to bait him to use sweeper on it, maybe not. Maybe you can ward. Your other alternative is after you back off for the plate, you can ward here.
I was also thinking before I hit the turret, I can go ward the crab area.
Yeah.
If you go back like 2 or 3 times.
Crab area,
and I have base on TP.
like now.
Can I just
Before I walk here, I just ward like either pixel or like a little bit after pixel.
One more than I have Nashor, and I have base
I
on
don't really like it because you'll drop your passive stack, so you'll take the plate slower, or you don't take the plate here. But I think,
Jace has TP, okay, from base.
Revive now,
For sure I have time to ward this bush.
yeah. I'm just thinking, like, is there a way that we can bait Nordless' sweeper? Like, either you can fake ward it or not. But something about warding River right now feels trash, you know? It's like, with our mid condition and your ability, like, because the map was split before and enemy Jace just died, you know they have no vision in top river. So for me, like, enemy team doesn't want to fight in top side, like, past halfway right now. Right? On the map. They don't want to fight, wait. My thing's bugged. They don't want to fight past here. They just want to defend their vision in their blue side for now. And so then for me, like this ward is like kinda, it loses like maybe half of its value. Because by the time they set up and they're ready to fight, the ward's like half dead. The thing that I would think is maybe higher value is like stopping a lane gank. Like, and maybe that ward here helps. Or alternatively, you can try to blow his sweeper so that Ali gets less fucked. with your fake ward. Those are the two things I was thinking about.
I'm not showing 9.
Also, like, if you think you have the tempo, you can actually walk past the turret and try to ward in between turrets. You can play the mind game with him wherever you want to drop your ward. You can fake ward here.
In between turrets, that's a OP ward, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a
I'm
good
not
one.
sure we really know why tempo though.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay, so like
And like, it's easy for me to say because we have God vision now, you know? I can just go back and be like, actually, we had information. Which is, during the game, it's not like that. Sometimes you're gonna miss shit, but that's all.
No flash, no flash.
So, yeah. You definitely have the information.
And base on TP.
Yeah. You definitely have enough information to get a ward somewhere here, within like this proximity. And it's just where you choose and what's valuable to you. I don't know. Again, like, yeah, like you're the player, you know, I'm not gonna tell you how to play, just some
Yeah, I
ideas.
saw you in solo rank. You're the player as well.
Thank you. Actually, but the reason I'm winning games in solo queue now, and like, I mean, I'm just low challenger, but the only reason I'm winning games is because I'm only using my brain. Like, my mechanics are disgusting now, because I can't play that much.
So you're like transformed full to coach, just brain only.
Honestly, because I've been watching scrims recently, it's like, I feel like it's different to playing, you know? Like, when I see players make like lazy mistakes, I see how much it fucks the game. And then when I'm playing in solo queue, I'm like, don't be that guy, you know? Like yesterday I was playing with I think it was Nako and someone else, and I feel like they're just playing for fun, you know? Everyone's
I imagine Nako just griefed you the fuck down, like this guy has no mercy.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, he's a good player and he's like trading well and he's fighting well, but then like everyone's in base and this guy's like overstaying and just dying.
Yeah,
And-
he's just playing like full mechanics only in
Yeah.
solo queue.
Which, I kind of get it, right? You play scrims all day, you have to be disciplined, and then you just want to like fuck around in solo queue. I get it, but like, I don't know. For me, because I'm not playing much, when I am playing, I'm locked the fuck in now, and it's good. I'm also abusing OP champs, aka Ashe. If you're not abusing Ashe right now, you're missing out. Okay.
I'm playing Ashe. I mean, I'm not sure if it's in the bots, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping 8 now. I'm turning base.
actually one thing I noticed that I do a lot on my ezreal is using E for damage,
Okay.
and I think it's pretty bad.
So you want to hold it more?
I mean, yeah, there's like so many ways to use it, you know. Like you can like chasing a bit, reposition.
Yeah.
Like here I don't have to E, you know. I just kind of E for damage.
Yeah. So like, but I don't mind the E. I just don't like the direction. Like for me right now, I want you to E here. Or like here, just behind your Alistar. Like I didn't see if Nautilus walked. I need to pay attention again.
Ah, he has nothing. This guy
Yeah. So
can E forward too. Yeah.
yeah, I just want you to E in a way that like, what's the word? You know when you're dodging like a skill shot, like it's really hard to outrun it. So usually people just like tether left and right. I think you get better access in the future fight if you just like go slightly to the side. So yesterday when I was reviewing with my AD from scrims, it was the same thing. He E'd backwards when his top lane is TPing behind them. And I'm like, it's two things. Either you don't see what's going on the map, or you're like not playing well around the threats. And like once Nord use ult, I think you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I mean I can even E in, you know. Then we just like
Yeah.
looking to chase after. Why is that for sure?
Also, something I noticed that Viper does really good, and in this case it's not applicable because you're ulting for information, right? You have wards here, and you know Azir's trapped, so this ult really helps your mid laner.
I'm low-key thinking they're just doing grubs right now, you know, so I want to check.
Okay. Then I'm not sure if I like it. If you think they're doing grubs, I feel like your ult, like using your ult just for information, it's good for your team, but I'm wondering about the damage. It's like, feels bad to use it for info here, but I think you have no choice maybe. Anyway, the point was, what Viper does really good is he actually ults in teamfights only when he's gonna get CC'd. So when his spells are down or he's zoned, like he's gonna die if he re-enters the fight, then he will look to ult. Or if, like, for example, Nah flash ults and five people CC'd, of course he'll do it, you know, for value. But like for example, when Nautilus ults, as he's about to get ulted, because Ezreal ult has the buffer timer, every time he gets CC'd, he'll use his ult.
Banana, okay.
Because like it's the most efficient use of his time.
Can you flip
Yeah, we can be critical about the direction of E.
I'm tipping.
I think you probably could have squeezed more damage out in this fight, but
Well, it could be like melee range to Kai'Sa,
Yeah.
you know? And then like she's what,
yeah,
30% now? Like situation's so much better, you know?
for sure. And it's like you have Phage and you have Barrier. You know, like you're actually pretty tanky.
Yes, Patrik.
But let's see. Okay, so you open out bot now.
Also just so you know,
Mhm.
I should go in like 15 minutes, because I have to go to office.
Yeah, no problem. All good. You have scrims today?
Oh yeah.
Every day. Maxed out. Okay, no problem. Let's see if there's something, because you wanted to look at some mid-game stuff, right? Because
Before, yeah.
yeah, I mean we can do this again as well. By the way, and I can look a bit more about mid-game. I didn't have that much time to prep. Tell me.
I'm gonna do something disgusting. Just watch.
Oh no, you remember it now. So you remember the nightmare situations.
Alright, okay.
Oh, W. Okay, nice try on the Q.
I think I should save mana and just hit through it. And then like when she hits me, I have free Q, you know?
Yeah.
Or like WQ.
Actually here, for sure you should save mana, but actually if you don't Q here, if you just auto E, I think you win.
Let's see. Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, you would win. You would win.
Oh, it was so disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah. Instant check mana cost. Yeah, check mana. Yeah, no, but what you say is fine. I think like it's like this first
Thing is,
Q.
like, I can just walk up, hit through it, and he has like no business, you know.
I agree completely.
I miss my Q for fun. I'm using so
Yes.
much mana, and then
You remember this situation here when you Q him here?
it's similar. Yeah.
For me it's the same concept.
Like,
but-
this Q is really it's hard Q.
If
or,
it
like,
hits, what's Kai'Sa gonna do?
I mean, if it hits, she's fucked, right?
She has to back.
But her chances to dodge this
It's
are
high.
way higher than if I'm like hitting through it and waiting for him
Yes.
to like
Also
do,
you're
like one auto or something
Mhm.
and then hit him, you know.
yeah. Also you're in a race right now. Jace is about to take top tier 1. I don't know if there's a way you could have been slightly more efficient, but yeah, it's just like throwing the low percentage Qs and then here it's whatever. It's whatever.
I mean, it's really fucking bad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty ashamed right now.
It's fine. It's fine. But when does your competition start? By the way, you have time, right?
It starts in 1 week.
Okay.
And you're no flash, no
I mean, the important part is not like that you hit or miss the Q. It's just put yourself in the conditions to hit the Q, you know? Okay, now you're locked in. Half health. Nice. Check the wave. Okay.
Oh, shit.
For the last couple minutes, let's look at Okay.
mate. Okay, unlucky.
Kai'Sa is really trying.
They're ulting here.
I'm moving first, guys. I can move there.
Okay, unlucky. It's okay, it's okay.
We can.
Mate.
Guys, come mid next wave. Maybe we can do something. There's cannon.
I want to
So it looks like Jace TP. That's the first thing. So I think here your information gathering is pretty good. Like you check the wave, you check your teammates, and then you say I want to play on next mid, which is good. Pathing here is obviously risky because this wall, like you can get supercharged on, isolated, auto Q, W'd. Like this one is risky for me, and you actually have time. If you path this way, you can still catch the wave high. Other thing I would say.
I'm looking to cancel Kai'Sa base maybe.
But-
Because I chunked her before.
If you're looking to cancel Kai'Sa base,
okay, it's okay.
which
Okay,
I
fine,
agree
fine.
with,
Fight.
Right now, careful.
Checking. I mean, I checked with Blue Trinket after.
yeah, it's way too late.
They're ulting here.
I'm moving first.
Let's
guys.
see.
I can move there.
As soon as Pop is ulted, like you know there's no fight going on here.
Okay, unlucky. It's okay.
Play's
Yep.
finished. So if you wanna cancel this Kai'Sa,
We can.
Mate.
Guys, come mid.
I think it's good that you. So in my head you can cancel her twice. So the first one is if you orb Kai'Sa, what's she thinking? Oh, Ezreal's gonna ult me, right? So she has to cancel her base and reposition. And the timing in which she has to do that is after she runs out with the, what's it called when you, is it lingering vision? You know what I mean by that?
I think yeah. The
So
people
you
with the lingering vision, like it's there
yes.
for a little bit when you get spotted.
So the first thing is you don't actually have to ult to cancel her. You just have to, the threat of you ulting her will cancel her. And then the second thing is you can use ult on the wave or ult for a play here. Or you can even flip a random ult where you think she repositioned. Against players that you play against a lot, maybe you know their tendencies on their recall habits. Same with
I
like
think
when you're
this
playing
case,
Jinx.
like when Poppy ults people out.
Yeah.
I can just go and sit mid, like
For sure.
I can just be in the like middle of the lane, just
I
fishing,
agree.
you know.
And I think it's better that you ult the mid wave, stay mid, and you orb here.
Oh really? You think so?
Yeah.
Think there's a chance? I mean, let's. You think there's a chance guys are basing there? Or
No. This gives you info on Vi. When Vi crosses this, you can see either she goes left, like as in through lane, she's gonna Q and then look to ult you mid, or she's gonna go from Raptors.
Why is that? Because she gets ulted like towards that direction, kinda. Or
Yeah,
is it like,
you will just see like if which way she's pathing, and if she goes this way, you know that she has to charge her Q before she ults you. Here, same thing, but you'll see which way she's pathing, so your teammates can cover. The other thing is, if you orb the Raptor bush here, it gives your teammates safety from Kai'Sa rotating this way. Now she was chunked, but if you stay mid and Kai'Sa looks to ulti here, maybe you guys are fucked. Or like maybe the situation is poor. Yeah, it's about defending your teammates this ward, not you.
makes sense. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So you check next one. And then like one other thing, you know, like when you're taking turret but enemy has like TP timer, like you just like shake your camera. Do you know what I mean by that? You like grab the minimap and you just shake around the area. In this case, it's like, am I gonna get TP flanked by Jace? I mean, maybe. It feels kind of weird, you know? It's kind of hard to check for it, but your information gathering was good. You check the wave, you check your teammate's position, you're checking for Kai'Sa's base. If there's one more thing that maybe you missed, it's like scanning for TPs, but it's really hindsight to say that. Oh my god, flash on the spot. LEC Jace combo? What the fuck, dude? He tried to insect you.
Well, if you're gonna be watching my scrims, like you will have a lot of funny moments.
Really? It's maybe I'm giving too much credit to the LEC superstars.
There's like I'll be honest, there's loads of low elo things happening. Like, so many people, like me, of course, like you will see me in the most because it's my scrims, but everyone is in tick so fucking hard mechanically.
Yeah. I have a question for you here, and probably last thing because you need to bounce soon. Why do you base here?
Hey, you play?
Yeah.
You see them power alerting, okay? You see them.
Kai'Sa is staying, she's low HP. Jace is flash.
No teammates.
I mean, I'm bad mana, bad HP, but
Agree. I agree with the mana part a lot, but I see the fruits in river.
I feel like I should take that wave for sure, though.
For me, it feels monster cringe that for one Sion gets the wave. The second thing is, I think Kai'Sa stays and catches. And then, so it's like, what can we use this tempo for?
Maybe,
it's like,
you can,
yeah, I guess we cover bots. We don't lose mid turret. I don't know. It feels like really selfless of you right now. You know, like, yeah, okay, your condition's bad, but like, fuck it, dude. Your teammates need to play on your 2-item spike. You know.
Came back one time?
Yeah.
How does Sion appear here? Oh, he TP'd?
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah.
Killing.
Let's see.
I can go mid. I'm in
There's a plant right now.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I thought about that as well, but I see why you go mid first instead of the plant.
I mean, if I don't go mid, like this wave is getting farmed by Sion.
Yeah, for sure.
They like what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could maybe even click top, to be honest.
You see them?
Top is
I don't like you having
100%
to.
open, you know.
I don't like you having to run there. I think it's too inefficient running there. Even though I see you get 2 waves of farm base. If you can break the turret, I like you going top. But you don't have enough tempo to break the top turret.
Power alerting, okay? You see them.
Also, I really like your ult here in the sense that you don't want to push the wave.
Power alerting, okay? You see them.
Like, I see what you're doing. You want to base, leave mid in neutral, and try to cancel Kai'Sa because you think Kai'Sa's basing. But then, when, like, alternatively, you just burn a little bit of your tempo, ult the wave, and kill it. Because Poppy's doing objective. She's probably going to base after this. Oh, she stays on map. She takes your mid wave again. I don't know. I feel like
actually,
something's trash about this.
I think like that. I think I should take gold from Herald and then
Yeah.
like take midwave 2 and just farm 2 item, to be honest. Like because gold from Herald, you know, and midwave it's so close to 2 item spike.
Also, if you're worried about your tempo, like you get the empowered recall from Herald too. So I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think when you're playing ezreal or like maybe you're like about to get second or third item, I think you should try to squeeze a bit more. Like you respect your teammates a lot here with your like tempo usage, which is good, but like, I don't know. It's not great, you know? You're on 309 stacks, 360 you have upgrades. I want you to be like that guy, you know? It's time to be upset or like crown shot or something, you know? It needs to be a bit greedy.
It's pretty nutty, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, super nutty. And then, I don't know, it feels like you're not rewarded for being on time, you know? It's like, you come bot, your Azir kind of griefed, and then Poppy's farming mid-wave, and now you're like... Yeah, you're waiting for your teammates, now you have to safe rotate mid. Something, it just feels trash, you know? Like, you're prepared and on time and ready to fight, and then nothing happens. And now you're in mid, and you're like, guys, in one wave, I need to base. Okay, you get the mid turret. Guys, let me base! Let me base!
It was pretty dead sequence, to be honest.
Yeah.
Loads of farming and walking around.
Yeah.
There's no place, there's no place, there's no. I'm blocking.
Okay. Last team fight, and then we'll call it, okay? Because you need to go.
I'm blocking now.
I'm going with you right now.
I'm blocking now.
The thing is, like,
I'm going with
I want to tell you that
You
your
should
ult
really
is
get-
not good, but because it hits, I can't say anything. You know? Like, I can't say anything when you hit both carries are like raw. So, like, well played, bro. You're a hero. But, like, I mean, the concept is good, right? You're holding the choke, but
It is one of those things, like if you miss it's bad. If you
yes, it's so bad if you miss, but you're a clutch player.
If you're getting into coach brain, like, I know you don't like this.
Yeah. Alright, I have a question for you. What are like the most dangerous spells for you? Like what are your highest threat spells?
Yon ulti, for sure.
Yeah, there's 3 in my head.
Like Vi ulti, Yon ulti.
Vi,
not
Yon,
Norse
and
ulti,
yeah, Nautilus is the precursor, right? If Nautilus ult hits, then then Yon ult can hit. So,
Yeah.
alright, Yon ult used, Vi ult used, Nautilus ult used. Where do you go right now?
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
I think you have 2 choices, and in my opinion, it's all you have to do is pick one. I'm not going to tell you which one's better, but I think Azir is safe. This guy's fucked. What do you think? Kai'Sa still has ult, so maybe there's an angle where if you E in here, he repositions here, and you guys lose the topside fight. I don't really mind. The point is, once they use all their dangerous spells, you're still full HP, but you E here. It's like, just go left or right. I don't care which way. You can make an argument depending on Kai'Sa's ult, however you see the fight playing out. I don't care. You know how to team fight better than me. But you're full HP with barrier again, and you E defensively. It's trash. This is trash.
That is pretty trash, I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ali, like, he has ult, you know, he's fine.
Yeah.
I think just go and fight with Azir.
For sure. It's your choice, you know? Like, all I want you to do is go left or right. I'm not going to tell you which one's better. Probably going left is better because they have Kai'Sa ult. Maybe in this case it's Draven. He has 400 stacks. Fucking kill him, you know? Grief the teamfight to make sure he loses his stacks. It's champion specific, but like, once they use their dangerous spells, if you're in like a, I call it like a paradise situation. If you have your dash and they used all their engaged spells. You know?
Paradise situation.
Yeah.
First time I hear that.
Well, it's just like my own dog shit analogy. But like, if you have your dash or flash up, once they've used their threat on you, like bro, it's your time to montage. Like you get a paycheck bonus because everyone's like, wow, he played that team fight so good. But it's like, enemy team used all their shit and you still have your dash. It's like, come on, bro. I just like, it just sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Because like, if you just visualize a bit, like if you just think about the team fight a bit more, you will never do this. I know you will never do this. But you're just playing out of like habit right now. Because you don't want to let anyone touch you while still having uptime. So it looks good, but in reality, it's not good.
Back, front to back, front to back. No, front to back.
And like, you hear what your top laner says?
Front to back.
Front to back. What are you talking about, front to back? Do you know what I mean?
In this fight.
After
They're
they
topping in
use,
this fight, you know, the
yeah.
Fusion, like,
After they use everything, it's like, it's no, don't front to back. Like, just go, dive in, you know? Anyway, I think that's everything we should review because you got to bounce, right?
yeah.
Alright.
To go.
Thanks for your time, bro. Hope it was useful.
Thank you as well. I mean, it was quite good.
Fuck yeah.
Are they, so you say you work at Mad Lions?
Yeah, I'm working for Koi now. Like, I'm assistant coach for the academy team in Spain.
Damn.
But, yeah. I don't know if it's, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
They are quite lucky to have you, I think.
Appreciate it, man. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm on the best salary either, so I'm kind of doing it for fun. But anyways, it's chill.
It's maybe how it is now. Like if you start as a coach,
Yeah, no, for sure.
have to
But
go like through the gutters.
absolutely. And also, I feel like because I'm not sure if I'm done playing, right? But part of my problem as a player was like I was really brain dead. I could only see things from ADC perspective. I was like, just come bot, drop your camps, let's dive, like let me get played, shit like that. So part of
one of those, yeah.
yeah, part of coaching now is like trying to learn the game from other roles perspectives, and then when I'm playing solo queue now, I feel the difference. I know what my teammates need to do for their game, and it helps me like minimize my risk and then maximize when I can play aggressively because I know what my jungler wants, I know what my mid lane wants, things like that. So I feel like I'm actually getting a lot better at League by coaching too, which is cool.
Probably will depend if you can recharge mechanics.
Yeah, well, right now my mechanics are disgusting, so I don't know if it's possible.
Because it's also a lot of players like. At least I feel like it. Like the more you focus on mechanics, the less brain you have, and then you really had to find like in between.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And I actually think like my philosophy on the training schedule during the split should be different. It's like at some points in the split you should be really focused on theory, and some points you should be really focused on your mechanics. Maybe it's like perfect world, and maybe at the end of the day like it's impossible. You have to focus on both at the same time. But sometimes I find I play mechanically better when I watch more VODs because I'm visualizing the fight better. But then, if I watch a lot of VODs, like the chances of me reacting to the flash Malphite ult from the bush or the flash Elise E is like lower, you know. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's a game of interest. But yeah, thanks for your time, bro. Good luck in your scrims today, and for sure, like I'm down to do this anytime. So just hit me up.
All right.
Ciao, bro.
Good day. Thank you.
Peace, bro.